So in the last couple of weeks, DICE have announced quite a lot of new information about Battlefield 4, so in this video I thought I'd summarise the updates they've announced and let you know a bit more information about them. So first up, they've added more features to Battlelog on tablets. So as we already know, Battlelog can now be used on tablets, it can be used on smartphones, separate screens, laptops, etc. Which is a really nice feature, but they've added a lot more information to it. So you can use your tablet as a scoreboard, you can use it as a live minimap feed, it has quite low latency, which is really nice for competitive play, so you don't just take up your monitor with the stupid minimap. And then also they've added attack points, so you can basically set waypoints for your team without it having to be commander mode, which we already know you can use on tablets. And they've also added a server browser on tablets, which means in-game you can select what server you want to join next, so you won't have to minimize or close the game to go back to Battlelog, which can be really frustrating. Also, to add to the competitive aspects of Battlefield 4, they've added a mission system. So basically, you can set up challenges between you and your friends. So if you wanted to have a challenge like who can snipe the most people in one game, or in a certain time limit, you can set up that. And then every time someone completes the challenge, or gets the new highest score, it'll update you through Battlelog, so on your phone or your tablet. So this kind of expands the range of Battlefield 4 beyond what Battlefield 3 had, which wasn't really meant to be a competitive game, but you see what I mean. They've also added geo leaderboards, which are basically location-based leaderboards, so you could compete to see if you're the best in your city, your town, or your state, your country even. You could see if you're on the worldwide scale. So that's pretty nice actually, because you can kind of reference how good you are compared to your friends on like a wider scale than you could before, so not just a group of 5 people, which is a nice way to see how well you're doing. It's basically a more advanced leaderboard. And then they've added a spectator slot in-game, so instead of having to take up a slot on the teams and then making them really unbalanced if you have like 10 spectators, instead you just have a separate slot where you're completely separate from the teams, which is a really nice feature. It just completely avoids the unbalancing issues people were worried about. And also with customization, they've added pictures of like the person who kills you. So when someone kills you, you'll see their profile picture from Battlelog, which is a pretty nice feature. I like how they're adding a kind of customization route which they had in COD. It's quite similar to the scorecard system, I think that's what it's called. But I quite like that feature in COD. So also with customization, they've added decals on vehicles, so you can create your own decal, like the scorecard system. And you could make your own decal, like you could have a dinosaur on the side of your tank or something like that. It's nice that they're thinking about customization, which is something people complained about with Battlefield 3, because all you could really customize was like gun camos. And also, for streamers and YouTubers, they've added an invisibility option in Battlelog, which is basically like privating your profile so no one can join your game in progress or see what server you're on, or even if you're offline, which is really nice because sometimes when large YouTubers or streamers are trying to make a video, they just get crowded or people intentionally try and kill them with rockets, things like that, which can be really annoying because it makes kind of making a video take a lot longer than it should. And the last two things I'll mention quickly are, in-game you have a next map icon which tells you what the next map is, so you won't get thrown into a game you don't really want to play, which is quite a nice feature. Didn't have that in Battlefield 3 when we really should have, because it's frustrating if you're playing like Conquest trying to fly vehicles, and then you suddenly have a Metro 64 player rush game, and just get completely fucked. And the last feature is stats are not transferable, which isn't really a feature, it's just a bit of an annoyance. But I suppose that's a good thing, because it means everyone levels up at the same rate, so if you're like a Colonel 100 in Battlefield 3, you won't have the advantage in Battlefield 4. So let me know what you guys think about the updates, and if you like this video then click like, and thanks for watching.